It's me, bitches. Howdy, guy friends. Good to see you again. Don't worry about that. I have 50 of them, and most places are asking for online headshots. But what's important now, watch me be down one and think about this moment in like a few months. Be like, damn. Regardless, we're here to talk about some stories about where people need approval. That seems to be the common theme for the two stories we're going over today. So let's jump into it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you always know when I'm uploading it, because I like to keep you on your toes. But it's every 7 days. You're getting one at least, more or less. All right, jump to the first story. Okay, story number one. We have a female who's 22. Parents won't approve of him. A male who's 24. Who is him? And more importantly, it's not about if your parents approve of him. It's about if I do. All right, let's jump into it. I'm dating this guy, and he's my first boyfriend. We've been together for 7 months and are starting to talk about marriage and a future. Now, I'm glad I read that over. You didn't realize I had to start from the top because I was jacking it up. You've been dating for 7 months. You've been together for 7 months. You're in your early 20s and you're talking about marriage. It's given Sweet Home Alabama. I know sometimes, especially in the South, people are like really gun-ho to get married right away. You've known him for 7 months, and you know what? That's not long enough. It's not. You see, like, some people get, like, the people that do that, they're in like their 30s, their 40s. They're like, I've lived the life, I've had experience. 7 months, I can make a decent call whether I think this could work or be in the future, which is still crazy. I would not do that, but you could at least have a vision of that. You don't know. I know you might feel that way. You don't know. And you just need to listen to Uncle Jonathan, okay? Crazy. The issue is my parents would never approve us dating. I wonder why. I'm 22 and he's 24. That's not bad, but depending when you met, could be a little iffy. And 7 months. Oh, well, you met like, oh yeah, you see, you were 21, he was 23. Okay. I'm studying at a decent school and employed. He didn't finish high school and is unemployed. Okay, so I see where their kind of concern lies. The reality is I would end up being the main source of income in our household. I don't mind that at all. Girl, you say that now. Careful what you wish. That's not how the song goes. Careful the wish you make. There we go. But my parents think I'm setting myself up for failure. I think you need to give yourself some time and see how things shake out, especially after graduation, right? You get an offer in another city. Are going to turn that down to be with this. He's not a deadbeat because he didn't finish high school. Oh, he didn't finish high school and he's unemployed. Okay, so there's no career motivation. Yeah, you need to, when an opportunity knocks, you must answer, sis, okay? My mom is a bit more open-minded, but she won't approve because she doesn't think he truly loves me. And honestly, sometimes I agree. Then why are you still with him? What? Even better, why are you talking about marriage? Don't piss me off. I was like, I'm here to help, and to be like, don't make me angry. He's a nice guy, and he always compliments me, and he's been there for me. But he makes me cry so much, too. The hard part is you only have a certain amount of delusion. And I think I struggle with this with a lot of people. I'm like, there's some people, they are completely into Lulu land. I'm just like, wake up, shake up, come on. But some people, I'm like, you're a little delulu, but you see it. You know this is happening. You agree. Okay. He brings up his previous relationship a lot, and he makes subtle comparisons and overshares. Well, why don't you go back to her then, huh? Go back. She's so great. That's what you should say. It's gotten to the point where I compare myself to her. Do you even know her? Well, maybe because he talks about her all the time. And even women on social media. Don't do that to yourself. He implies I'm not really attractive. So if you're not attractive, why is he with you? Men will say, listen, and not just men, but like I've noticed this in particular with like men in relationships, especially nowadays, like with the whole red pill movement and all that BS. It's very easy to be like, you're not anything. You're not even attractive. I don't even know why I'm with you. So then why are they with you? Did you ever think maybe they're saying that for a form of control because it doesn't make sense. I think, you're so ugly, I could do so much better than you. Then do that. You can leave. There's no handcuffs. You can leave. You can leave and you can find someone else. But they won't. Why? Because they can't. All right? They're trying to make sure that you feel so disheartened that you stay with them, even though you're probably the one that is out of their league. Okay? He ain't even got a job. Come on now. He'll call me kind of attractive and explain he'd rather date an average but kind girl than someone hot and was a backhanded compliment. That's not even a backhanded compliment. There's no compliment in there. He's also mentioned he doesn't expect perfection or anything from me or anything crazy from me physically. Oh, well, is the feeling mutual, girl? I'm Brazilian, and he's mentioned how he finds Latinas attractive. Girl, I'm not saying you're on the wrong side of history, but you need to close your legs and put the kitty cat back in a cage because feminism is calling. You're being fetishized as well. Wait, I'm Brazilian, and he mentioned how he finds Latinas attractive now because of me, and it makes she wrote headache, but she meant heartache. It's all right. She didn't write her native tongue Portuguese. Or maybe she's American and she just put in headache. Wow. And like, he thinks that he is so, I'm also going to just assume that you know what? I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it, but I think you know what I was about to say. Okay, if you know, you know. But the fact that he is like saying, oh, like this race and like I was even like attracted to those kind of people, but you maybe made me change my mind. A nice little spicy Latina. It's like you are encouraging someone that is diminishing your value and your place and your worth. And not only just that of you, but of your people, of your family, of your friends that are also part of this racial group. And you have to find within yourself, you're like, listen, for me, it's whatever. But for that's a kind of craziness. This one time, this guy said black boys, and that's another conversation for another day. If y'all actually start, this sounds like a threat. If you guys actually, start talking in the comments, maybe I'll tell you about some of the wild encounters. Some people have told me some wild things. Most black men. I'm going to save it. Like the video. Woo! Okay. We recently had a discussion about his ex, and he just said, I wouldn't understand. And we ended the conversation because of that. When he says something that makes me overthink, I tried to ask him to explain, and he just tells me to leave it. Girl. There are days where he's just unenthusiastic to talk, and it makes me sad because I'm always enthusiastic, maybe a bit too much at times. It also saddens me because it seems like you're really like diminishing yourself to be with someone, and there's something about like compromise and finding what it looks like when you're in a relationship and like what things like give and have way, but you should never be denying parts of yourself, and that is definitely happening here. If you're an enthusiastic person, then like be that. And your partner doesn't have to be, but like they should allow you to be. And if it's too much, it can be like, I'm just going to remove myself privately from the situation, but you do use this. That's a very different interaction than what's like happening here. I know if we have a life together, I'll be the main income of the house, but also the person doing the house chores mainly. Girl, I'm glad you know it from the top. I like a clean, organized house, and he can live with letting things pile up. I don't mind doing all of that for true love, but this ain't true love. And a true love wouldn't put you in that position. You're 22. I need you to breathe, please. But sometimes I think he just likes my attention. Well, yeah, and an elephant's heavy. Are my parents right? Yes, they're right. I'm right. Everyone in this world is right except for you. You need to leave him. I'm so conflicted. First comment says, hey, ... this guy. I agree. Like, you say all this stuff. He makes you cry. Your parents don't agree. And, like, granted, some parents are, like, very particular. But, like, it's not lost on me that, like, they're saying that you are moving forward with career goals and all that stuff. And this man has not only not finished high school, but he's also unemployed. So he's not chosen to find a career of some sort, that even if it was him hustling or starting his own business, that he was doing something where he was financially responsible for taking care of himself. And you're putting yourself preemptively in this position when you have so much time to find someone in your field, find someone at school, find someone in maybe a new place that you could move, for someone that is aligned to your goals, that appreciates you and your enthusiasm, who loves you for who you are and not just being a Brazilian that changed his mind. You deserve all the, I don't know if you deserve all the things. Maybe you're a piece of shit. But I don't think you are. I think you're a genuinely nice person who's lost her way. And I don't know. And I promise. And I know the thing that's really going to piss me off is I'm going to see a picture of him and I'm be like, you're letting this man make you cry. And the part that makes it even worse is I'm be like, I know he ain't giving it to you good. Because I got caught up once. The sex was good. Real good. I got confused. It was like a whirlpool. I lost my mind. I know that's not what's happening to you. 20. Next story. Whew. All right. That one took longer than I wanted to. So we're going to fly through this one a little faster. So we have relationship between a 22-year-old male and female. So it says, my boyfriend says he's no longer attracted to me and it's destroying my self-esteem. Sorry, sis. Let's read on. I, 22-year-old female, have been with my boyfriend, 23-year-old male, for 3 years. Okay, we met at university and things started off amazing. He used to be so sweet, affectionate, and constantly praised my looks. That was a big deal for me because I've always been really insecure about my appearance. I have darker skin. Colorism. I've been there. But only in my younger years. I got over it when I was older. And like, my family is West Indian. We're Trinidadians. But if you know, Jamaicans, Haitians, Trinidadians, Grenadians, all the West Indies in particular. I think even like, yeah, in particular, those like skin bleaching and like being lighter skinned is a very big deal. And like skin bleaching is like a big problem. And I think it's definitely gotten better since I was younger, but like it is still a thing. And people have made a lot of comments, especially me growing up, don't stay out into the sun too long, things like that. Someone did give me whitening cream, but that's another conversation for another day. And acne prone and petite frame. But for the first time in my life, I felt confident because of how he treated me. I know exactly where this is going. He built you up so he could knock you down, and then you're hoping that he builds you back up again. And that's what's going to keep you in it. Let's see if I'm right. Lately, things have changed. He's distant, barely makes time for me, doesn't call or text unless I start it, and puts zero effort into our relationship. So he changed up on you. No dates, no surprises, no meaningful conversation. We've been fighting more and more because I've been bringing up how ignored I feel. Hey, maybe instead of fighting, you leave him. Recently, he insisted I come to his apartment. I was already anxious, but I pushed myself to go. It was a long Uber ride in brutal heat. They ain't got no AC in the car? Well, you took the discount one? And I arrived sweaty, tired, and nervous. Girl, what is going on? He recently complained during an argument that I smelled bad that day. I should use Dove. I was humiliated. That's jacked up. No. Like, you could see that you're like sweaty and tired and like, so like, that's not a norm. Let's say that you normally like have a BO problem that's been going on for a while. There is a way that if you have a friend or your partner that you bring that up politely. Like, I don't want to embarrass you or make you feel some type of way, but just so you know, sometimes you be smelling. And I wouldn't be saying it like that. But like, there's a way that you do that with someone that you care about with like care and understanding, where you really approach it like that way, because you're like, I'm not trying to embarrass you, I just want you to know. But one time does not make an incident, 2 times doesn't make a thing. Like, you need like a pattern, like a consistent pattern. The fact that she came in sweaty and it was a hot day, and I bet you she didn't even smell that bad, you're just exaggerating. All right, later when I asked why he doesn't seem to want to spend time with me or plan anything anymore, he says it's because he's not attracted to me like before. He told me I had a glow down Damn. That I look darker. Now hold up now. That you look darker? Skin color. Well, no, dust this. He wasn't talking about your hair. Now, have acne and that I should use whitening creams. I was also going to say, I know that skin bleaching does happen in Brazil. I'm just not as familiar with like, the dynamics or how like often that comes. I think it does. It's not just that. Oh, Indian culture, it's very big as well. I'm wondering if they are the same race from like one of those groups, because I don't feel like white people know about whitening cream. So it's yeah, like that. Ooh, that is nasty in itself. The fact that he gave you suggestion for whitening cream, you should have just did it and be like, you know what? You already have a negative not interaction. You already have a negative viewpoint and stance about darker skin. So one, you need to work on that. Dark skin is beautiful. Being melanated is a wonderful, amazing thing. And people will constantly, and people have constantly tried to make me feel lesser than from it. Do not listen to those people. They're haters. What do they know? When you find joy and acceptance within yourself, that's why it's so good to not let yourself get used to other people building you up. You have to find that joy within yourself. If you do not, you are going to like let other people dictate your life and how you see yourself. I'm even still working through finding myself beautiful. It's not really about like my skin color anymore. And I'm certainly not going to tell you all my insecurities. But I did have to like find that strength to say like, you know what, like forget what other people say about me. Here's how I feel about me. And that's so important. Like truly cannot be stated enough. So you already have this negative idea about dark skin. Take it away. It's not true. And how dare he, whoever the he is, come through and like talk to you like that. Absolutely unacceptable. All right, he knows I've been struggling with my mental health. I've been under. Guess he knows all that stuff because that's what he's trying to do to have control over you, girl. Now he's probably going to ask for an open relationship, saying you're not good enough, and you're probably just going to let him so he can have what he wants from you, which is whatever you're doing for him, and have his cake and eat it too. Don't let it happen. I haven't looked my best, but to hear all that from the same person once made you feel beautiful, it's crushing. Yeah. Ask that. Why he doesn't want to do anything for me anymore, and he flat out said yes. Okay, I felt shattered. A part of me still loves him and feels like maybe if I work on myself and look better, he'll love me again. Honestly, and I will say this, two things can be true at the same time. Maybe you've gotten complacent in the relationship and you haven't done your hair as much, you haven't like put as much effort into yourself, and maybe because you're depressed. Actually, no, I take that back. Not because you've gotten comfortable in the relationship. Maybe because you've been depressed, you haven't been taking care of yourself as much. Sure. There's something to say about like, even when I've been going through like bouts of depression or like low times in my life, it's like, you know what, just still getting up and taking a shower, like that can just rejuvenate so much of your body. And like, what I hope you realize is not about doing this for him, doing it for you. We're like, you know what? Maybe if I haven't really been taking showers because I've been so depressed and tired and this has been stressing me out, what if I just do this for myself? What if I take a shower for myself? What if I go on walks because that'll help me clear my mind? What if I start to do facials while I watch my favorite TV show, right? To then help me do my skincare routine or whatever. You should be doing all these things for yourself to make yourself feel good. And by proxy, like that will just allow you to elevate in life in itself. It'll help with in a lot of different ways, but you shouldn't be doing this for him. So even this idea of like, maybe if I work on myself, like do that for you if you find that you've been slacking in that, but don't do that for someone else. But another part knows this kind of love is conditional and hurtful. Yeah, it absolutely is. My question is, how do I rebuild my self-worth after someone you love and trusted with your insecurities around you uses them to harm you? You let them go because they're going to continue to harm you. And how do I walk away when I'm still emotionally attached? You just cut the cord. You will discover that over time. That is for, I promise you, if you just, there was someone I was like, I don't know how to leave. And I just like, you know what? Some text was like, this isn't working. I should have done it in person. I don't regret it like I don't regret enough to like go back and have the conversation in person, because I actually don't think it would have changed anything, like legitimately. And I actually don't think that I owed. Okay. Anyway, this isn't about me. It's about her. It's about her. But I just deaded the relationship. I said, because in my mind I'm like, no, you just need to do this now. One day you'll feel the strength. You just gotta strike. You just gotta do it. I promise you, you will be able, after you do it and you say it and you put it out into the universe, then it's done. That's part one. Now the second part is, because it seems like he might even be like a narcissist trying to like do these games with you. You might get those texts that say, hey, want to talk, and that kind of stuff. And before that even happens, you should block his number. If you think that's genuinely going to happen, block his number. So that way those texts don't come through. Eventually, it's going to be like detoxing from like a drug. You're going to like, I want it, I need it, I miss it. You're going to be able to move on. And I promise you, like in a few weeks, you can be like, wow, I feel a lot better because I'm not dealing with this. I feel better about myself. I have so much more extra time because I'm not overthinking these things. Your life will get better. And then you'll be like, oh no, I can move on from this. You just need to give it time. You just got to do it. It's like rip the Band-Aid off. That's my advice. All right, friends, that is all the time we have for today. Don't forget to, in the comments, tell me your thoughts about this. A lot of this was like self-esteem. How do you feel about self-esteem? Have you been with someone that tried to like tear you down? Luckily for me, it was really only one person that was really trying to do that. So blessings on that. But they left their mark. Okay, enjoy the rest of your week, friends, and I will talk to you in 7 days. Bye.